Are we on?
We're on.
We're on. Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the LifeVantage Opportunity Overview. The couple days before Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving to all of you. All of your families are coming in town. Your houses probably smell amazing with the preparation of Thanksgiving, and we are just in a very grateful place of Thanksgiving for the opportunity that we get to share with you over the next 35 to 40 minutes, however long we talk. But I will tell you this, not sure why you're here. Not sure what your expectations were, not sure how you got invited here, but I will tell you this. If you spend the next 35 to 40 minutes with us, you will hear about some absolutely revolutionary breakthrough products in health and wellness, and you will hear about what I consider to be the best business opportunity that I've ever seen. And you will decide for yourself whether any of this is for you, or whether you need to share this with somebody immediately so they have a Thanksgiving gift going into Thursday. But let me introduce myself. My name is Dr. Nettles, Dr. Dondee Nettles. This is my beautiful wife, Marci Nettles. We are stay-at-home parents. We are entrepreneurs that run a global business from our home. This is our command central where we're broadcasting from tonight. And we want to thank you because we know it's Tuesday, we know it's a weeknight, and we know that there's other things you could be doing, but we thank you that you're here with us, and we hope to not disappoint you. So as I said, my name is Dr. Nettles. I was a family wellness chiropractor for a long, long time, had a very successful, very busy practice. In fact, we had the fourth largest practice in the state of Arizona. And all that simply means is we were seeing between 350 and 500 patients a week in my pursuit to help people become self-actualized and self-dependent in their health and wellness. That carried over into an AM talk radio show where I was a host of a talk radio show every Saturday from noon to 1. And it was wonderful. The problem with all of that was not my ability to contribute. It was my ability to contribute to my family. Absentee father is what you called that. With a busy practice, a busy radio show, 80 to 90 hours a week spent outside my home. And my children were growing up without me. I was an observer. I got to hear about things when I would get home between 9 and 10 o'clock at night, hear about the events of the day that my son took his first steps, said his first word, and all those kinds of things that I missed. Even a video of it doesn't do it justice. But I was looking for something, a way to contribute to my family, a way to contribute to the world and do it from home. And the information that we're about to share with you gave me the ability to do that. And about 9 years ago, I sold my practice. I've been a stay-at-home dad. I met this beautiful woman through this opportunity, and now we are stay-at-home parents and actually stay-at-home grandparents. And we run a global business in 20 countries and have thousands and thousands and thousands of people on our team that we care about and we support and we pour into. And we would just like to invite you to take a look at it and decide for yourself whether or not this is something you want to join, partake of, indulge in the products, or share with people, because the information we're going to share with you tonight is something you'll never forget. That I guarantee.
Yeah, for sure. And for me, on my side of it, guys, for those of you that have never done network marketing before, you're not alone. Neither had I, neither had Dondee. And I never saw myself doing this type of business. So please have an open mind as we go through this information, because it just might surprise you what we're going to share. So for me, I had all kinds of jobs before my career came along when I was 30 years old and my kids were 6 and 9. I became a police officer here in the Arizona area, and I loved it. I was good at it. I made good money. I was able to help support my family. And yet I was sad part of the time. I didn't like not being there for my kids. I didn't have kids not to be around. So I felt like I had to choose to work graveyards so that I could be home at all with my kids. I'd get home just in time to be able to get them ready for school, send them off. I'd go to sleep while they were at school in someone else's care, get up to help them with their homework, get them, dinner, get ready for bed, and then I'd have to rush back off to work. And what I found is that I was always fully exhausted. Never fully present, and I felt like I missed out on a lot of their growing up years. I know many of you can understand that and are experiencing it now. But on top of that, I also realized that any time that I have to give my time for someone else to tell me what it's worth, and I have to give it before they'll sign their name on a paycheck, that I'm never in control. I was actually in a car accident on duty in August of 2009 where I learned this lesson the really hard way. I was in my unmarked detective's car and I was going down the road, and an ambulance with lights and sirens needed to cross my pathway. Well, I stopped. The lady behind me didn't. She was distracted. She didn't see me stop, didn't hear the sirens or see the lights, and she hit me going about 60 miles an hour without braking. I ended up with a brain injury, several herniated discs throughout my spine, and at that moment, Just like that, my career was over and my ability to pay my bills was done. And what I thought was my identity was stripped from me without my permission. I started going through a lot of loss. I went through a divorce of a marriage that was already bad because of poor financial situations. I lost a home. You know, that's a difficult thing that many people are faced with. I also started getting very depressed because my mind and my body were not functioning the way that I was so used to them functioning. And so I ended up on even more prescription medication from my doctors for antidepressants and anxiety medication, all of which had warning labels saying may cause suicidal attempts or may cause suicide attempts. And I actually had 4 of those before I was introduced to this opportunity that we're going to share with you tonight. A dear friend of mine saw it. She thought of me, and she decided that I needed to take a look. And when I did, I saw and had hope for the first time in 18 months that I could actually get my body and my mind working again. But on top of that, that there was truly a purpose for me to where I could do greater good. And Dondee already shared with you that we met through this business. We get to work at 24/7, and our vision is so big. We truly want to create a home for people that have always felt that they were just ordinary, to be able to provide and to experience extraordinary things in their life. Absolutely. And give genius a place to play. So we're super excited to be here with you. This is the Ultimate Biohacker's Guide. It's how you can take control of your own biology.
Absolutely. And if you're not familiar with the term biohacker or biohacking, don't worry about it. It's a new term, but we'll explain to you what it means and why it's important to you and why you should pay attention to it. So as you see here on your screen, we're talking about now this new gig economy. And if you're not familiar with that terminology, the company like Intuit, if you've ever heard of them, they do TurboTax and Quicken and QuickBooks. They said that by the year 2020, which is less than 2 years away, that 40% of the global workforce will be in this gig economy or working part-time, a gig that has a starting and an ending. There's already companies massively capitalizing on it, like Uber. You used to have to hail down a cab and wait or call dispatch and wait. Now Uber makes it so easy that you use your smartphone, you hit the app, you tell them where you want to go, they send somebody your way, everything is handled, your credit card gets charged, and you get a receipt. As soon as you get out of the car, they tell you how much you paid and how much you have the ability to tip. Uber capitalized on that. Airbnb has given people the ability to take their spare room that was gathering dust and now have it be a profit center using this gig economy while they have their regular full-time jobs. And on the weekends or whenever they want, they rent their spare bedroom out. And we all know about Facebook. 2.2 billion people, or 30% of the human race, is on Facebook, and it's changed the way we communicate with each other, what's important and what's not. Now, when you talk about capitalization, Amazon has cornered the market. Amazon, with this e-commerce platform, has created all the things in this gig economy that we want: convenience, accessibility, and put it right here in the power of our smartphone. Why do I even share this information with you? Because so have we. We have taken this ability to capitalize on the gig economy, to work your side hustle, your side gig, whatever it is, while you're working full-time, or if you have a part-time job, this could be another thing, but you're capitalizing on convenience, and we run a global business right from our smartphone. And Marci will talk more about that when we get into the business. But let's talk about the difference between hijacking and biohacking. Again, maybe a new term to you. Hijacking may be a new concept, but you're doing it constantly. And most of the time you're doing it voluntarily, 24/7. Hijacking is when something happens to you negatively that you really don't want. So what happens when you're with your fork? What happens to things you put in your mouth? If you go into your refrigerator, you go into your pantry and you look at your ingredients and some of the things you can't pronounce, you're hijacking. Now, if you've ever chosen, say, a protein shake over a chocolate shake, or a side salad instead of an extra large French fries, you're a biohacker. You just didn't even know it. And now we're going to share with you how. But when you're talking about being hijacked, there's physical hijacking, working 2 and 3 jobs when you wouldn't want to, or you're sacrificing sleep because you got to go make ends meet. How about when you run out of the month or you run out of money and there's still a week left in the month and you have nothing to pay bills from? That's the stress, the emotional stress that comes on. That's hijacking your body. So those are just a couple examples of things we live with all day long. Biohacking, for the first time, we now have the ability to take control of our own biology, literally down to the DNA fingerprint that makes us who we are, and optimize who we are as people, becoming the best version of ourselves using this new concept called Nutrigenomics, which, if you read your screen, is the research of how nutrients and natural compounds affect your genes, literally your DNA. So watch closely in this 2-minute video that will go into two technologies that we have brought to market that are absolutely amazing in this nutrigenomics use of biohacking.
Take a deep breath. Hold it. Now gently exhale. Ironically, while oxygen is necessary for all human life, it is also the element that is at the root of the aging process. That's because oxidative stress, which is a toxic level of reactive oxygen in your cells, is one of the primary causes of cell damage and the adverse effects of aging. It's almost as if your cells were slowly rusting from the inside. There's no stopping the process, but as with rust, there are ways to slow it down, to inhibit the aging process, and even reverse oxidative stress. It's called Nutrigenomics, the science of using nutrition and naturally occurring compounds to affect gene behavior and attack the root causes of aging. Another root cause of aging is the depletion of mitochondria in your cells as you age. Mitochondria that are the powerhouses or engines of your cells. Nutrigenomics delivers a 1-2 punch that creates stronger cells that are better equipped to fight the effects of aging by using the NRF2 pathway to help the body produce more antioxidants and using the NRF1 pathway to boost mitochondrial production, which inhibits the aging process and increases the energy level in your cells. Aging is inevitable. The rust comes back. The engine loses some power. But now we don't have to take aging lying down. LifeVantage's study of nutrigenomics fights the root causes of aging to help people look and feel younger naturally. LifeVantage, at the forefront of nutrigenomics.
Wow, that is so powerful. When you're on the forefront of something, it means you've got a choice. You've got a choice to capitalize on something and take advantage or capitalize on the massive opportunity, but you also must look at the risk assessment. So one of the things that I love about being at the forefront of this thing called nutrigenomics is at the perfect time. Who has ever looked for a label that had non-GMO on it specifically? You looked for it, you sought it out, because we understand what science and unnatural things happen. We don't want GMO. And I want to share with you guys, if you look at this chart here, where over $600 billion is already being spent, we don't want to add to your monthly expenditures. We want to give you better choices so you make better health outcomes as a result of it. So if you're looking from left to right, anti-aging is a $300 billion global industry. Just the skincare alone, $121 billion. Hair care, and we've got some exciting news about hair care. Hair care, $85 billion, soon to be $105 billion. Pet care, $67 billion. Energy, $50 billion, and weight loss, $37 billion. And as you see, we have products in each of these categories, which I'm going to go over now in a summary of the products. But I want to share with you where money's already being spent so you can start looking at your own spending habits and maybe redirecting them with a more common sense approach. So this is our catalog of products. This is the way to biohack your complete body system. Literally with what we call our daily core 4, our vitality stack. That's where we start, where we focus on the brain, the chemistry of the brain, specifically the neurotransmitters and how the brain controls the rest of the body. Then we look at our microbiome, which is our brain-gut connection, where 60% of your immune system comes from. If you've ever belched or had gas or had an upset stomach or all these other things that come along with improper digestion, then you know what I'm talking about, the importance. Most of us take our digestive system for granted. Now, if you're well educated on it and you went out and sought out probiotics, I want to share with you there's good choices and there's bad choices. Part of our vitality stack is our probio, where we get directly to the heart of the matter. Because it doesn't matter what you eat. And I'm going to say that again, and I'm going to say it slower. It doesn't matter what you eat. It matters what you digest and assimilate. So you may be spending all kinds of hard-earned money on organic fruits and vegetables and free-range chicken and grass-fed and finished beef and creating expensive bowel movements with all kinds of nutritional content when that nutrition should be absorbed by your body. but because of an improper digestive system, because the lacking bacteria, because of lacking probiotic, it's not working properly. We have an amazing probiotic with capitalizing on this thing, this technology, this patented technology called BioTract, which does two things: makes it round and has a coating so it gets through the digestive acid of your stomach, which is where most probiotics that people take over the counter, where you get them, they even have prescription ones, but they're powder form. They're neutralized in your stomach, unfortunately, and only 44% get to where they're going versus 60% of ours, which is 15 times stronger. That's the second part of it. The third part of it is the overall energy of your body. Do you realize that most people go to their doctors for two reasons? The last two things I'm going to talk about in this vitality stack. The two most common reasons people go to their doctor are age-related problems and lack of energy, or energy deficient problems. And I'm telling you how to get to the address, the system is deal with it at the cause, which you just saw in that video. The NRF2 pathway gets to the aging system of the cell and slows it down, therefore extending life. And the NRF1 pathway addresses the very root cause of where energy deficits come from: inefficiently functioning mitochondria. And it turns that around, makes the mitochondria more efficient so you get your energy back. That's the whole point. So the whole core for the daily vitality stack is the omega plus product for the brain, where the omega-3 and 7 fatty acids repair the brain and allow neurotransmitter functions to be optimized. Second is the probio, to maximize the efficiency of your microbiome or your gut tube. Third is the NRF2, where the oxidative stress improvement capacity of your cells, so it allows your cells to live longer, be more efficient, and be ultimately less stressed out oxidatively. And then lastly is the NRF1 technology with the efficiency of the mitochondria. That is our daily core 4, or our vitality stack. Then we get into our true science, which is our skincare regimen, a 4-part skincare regimen. You clean the skin, then you actually balance the pH of the skin. So with our cleanser and our what we call our perfecting lotion, balances the pH of the skin, so there's no need for an oily formula or a dry skin formula, because when the skin is balanced pH-wise, you only need one formula, because we are humans and we only have one kind of skin. That's really the issue. The other part about it is the eye serum. And then the fourth part of it is the anti-aging cream. So that 4-part approach cleans it, balances the pH, re-moisturizes around the eyes, and allows the skin around the eyes and the skin of the face, or wherever you put our eye serum and the anti-aging cream, to utilize that NRF2 technology and replenish itself at its peak efficiency. Then our hair care. Oh my gosh, we released it officially on December 11th, so a few short weeks away. But it harnesses this NRF2 technology so that the cells of your scalp, the cells of your hair, if you understand about hair and understand the cuticle of the hair and how important that is, this is something you need to look at. It is something you need to purchase every month, and it's something you need to wash your dome with, so that you value those hair follicles up there, whether there's few or there's many. It's a way to keep them too. Unbelievable. Then we have our NRF2 technology into our pet tandem line for those of you who have dogs. We understand the 7-years-to-1 ratio and why that is the case. It's because dogs endure 7 times more oxidative stress than we do, and unfortunately they die 7 times faster than we do from the same things we do. This is a way to intervene in that capacity. And Axio, probably without a doubt, proof right here. You hear it on ice. My favorite of our products that I will never go a day without any of them. But this one, the Axio, which is brain food. Let me say that again. Brain food. It's an energy. It's a powder that you add to water that balances the chemistry of your brain so that your brain understands what it's doing. It's talking to itself on an efficient level. So you have better mood, better focus, better concentration, even better short-term memory, guys. How many of you have ever walked into a room and gone, why did I come in here? Because you were just thinking about why 15 seconds ago, but 15 seconds later, you're in a room for a mysterious reason. That's the kind of stuff we're talking about. Brain chemistry and the neurons firing and the synapses being awake. Then we look at our physique line. Unfortunately, guys, according to the World Health Organization, 60% of the human race is overweight or obese. We have a massive, massive problem, and we remedy it with this 4-part system. First and foremost is the cleanse, to rid the microbiome of bad bacteria. Second is the probio, to refortify the microbiome or your digestive system with proper digestive bacteria in the form of our probio product. Third is the protein. Lean protein and keeping lean muscle mass while you're losing fat. That's one of the biggest drawbacks of losing weight, is people also lose lean muscle mass because they're focusing on starvation diets. Not a good way to do it. You could lose weight, yes, but you also lose lean muscle mass. So with our protein shake, we preserve strength and lean muscle mass, and we also give you meal plans. So you understand how to put a protein, a carbohydrate, and a fat together sensibly, affordably, for maximum benefit. And then our last product in that is our fat burn. Unbelievable what this fat burn does. It's not like a thermogenic fat burn. It targets visceral fat, not the vanity fat around the waistline or the inner thighs. It targets that too, but it targets what other fat loss things don't, and that is the visceral fat inside your, what we call your omentum, or inside your abdominal cavity. It gets to the visceral fat in there to lean up that Atlas body that you got, or that hourglass figure that you got but you haven't seen for a while. That's what we're talking about, guys. So if that is our product catalog, it is our entire product offering, and I really, really want you to look at it, because now you have a choice to be a beginner entry-level biohacker or a full-on body biohacker. You can choose. And why do I even discuss this? Why is this so important? If you're looking at the screen now, it's the science, because our company, for the first time in supplement history, we have answered the question that now many of you have, because you have Wikipedia right here on your smartphone. You've got Google or whatever search engine you use right here on your smartphone, and you can vet something out under the table while somebody's describing it to you, where you never had the ability to before. So we are the first company in history to prove the results. Show me the proof. We've got it right here in the science. If you look, we've got 24 published studies in journals like Free Radical Biology and Medicine, journal called Circulation, literally the Journal of the American Heart Association. First time they've ever voluntarily published a study on a nutritional supplement, which none of the cardiologists and thoracic surgeons who read the magazine can even prescribe. That's the thing I want you to think about. Why would they do that? Because the information is that important that everybody needs to know about it. Or the Journal of Cellular Biochemistry. We're talking about tier 1, peer-reviewed, prestigious journals, and done at universities like Harvard, where those wicked smart people are. You know what I mean? That wasn't too bad.
Not bad.
Or the Ohio State University, or Virginia Commonwealth. We're talking about some of the top medical researchers and scientific research schools in the world. That's who does our research. We don't do it. They do it because we have a product worthy of doing it. That's really the key difference. They spend their millions of dollars, but it's not just in the scientific community, because maybe the science doesn't mean anything to you people. For those of you who in that category, now to me as a former healthcare provider, it does, but media coverage. It was on NBC News, on the cover of the Wall Street Journal. Why the Wall Street Journal? Because it's a business, guys. It is something that people want. The Today Show did an entire episode on it. ABC News did the ABC Primetime, which Marci's going to talk about, which got our company on the map. PBS did a whole series on it, and Dr. Phil. Not sure what you think about Dr. Phil, but it doesn't even matter. Dr. Phil had Donny Osmond on there, who was a voluntary spokesperson who said on live TV, brought out a bottle of our product and said, "This is the fountain of youth for me." It's what allowed him to look so good. And we also, because it's a business, we have patents. Multiple patents on the intellectual property of our products, so nobody's knocking them off and nobody's taking your right to do business away. Super, super important. I'm going to turn it over to Marci, where we all started.
So here we go about the business. Now that you've seen these amazing products that you know what people are looking for, I want to share with you a little bit about where we started. The name of our company is LifeVantage, and we've actually had that primary product, Protandim NRF2, for sale since 2003. You know, the problem is that it didn't sell. It was on store shelves like GNC, High Health, Rite Aids, and even some online stores. But because the bottle couldn't talk and tell its story, and it was kind of an ugly bottle anyway, nobody bought it until that ABC Primetime investigative report that aired back in 2005. We had almost $5 million overnight in orders come in. The problem is that we didn't have the leadership at our corporate offices at that time to be able to handle that much production. And so it kind of went on a out of sight, out of mind situation. It was a 9-month back order. Are you kidding me? I'm I like it on my doorstep in 2 days. Thank you, Prime. Right? So what happened though is that even though we couldn't fulfill those orders, there was a lot of positive things that happened, including all of that science that Dondee just went over. Those scientists and researchers saw that ABC Prime Time. They knew what oxidative stress was, and they called our company and wanted to use our product in the research that they were doing. So all of that science is finished product research, not ingredient. That is one thing that makes LifeVantage different than any other company in this industry. So we decided that, you know what, we needed to be able to share this information on this product, what it can do, and get it into people's hands in a much more efficient way. And we know word of mouth marketing is the #1 way. So in 2009, we decided to go from retail into network marketing. So people like me and Dondee and maybe you can share this information and benefit from the products, but also for having a home-based business. We've been publicly traded since the very beginning. We are currently on the NASDAQ. Ticker is LFVN. Please go check us out so you can see where we have well over a 300% increase in the past 6 months. So go and check us out. And now we are super blessed to have the leadership at our corporate offices that we so need to go into a billion-dollar company status. So well over 300 years if you look at all of the countries that we have open now. These are the countries that we're currently working in. We're open in 12 markets and 15 countries currently. But as you can see there in red, we have 5 more countries that are going to be coming on board for distributors by the end of fiscal year 2019. So we're going to be by June 2019 opening Greece, Ireland, Spain, Belgium, and France for business. Now on the bottom row there, you see the Global Customer Program. These are countries that we are just vetting our products in now, and we are able to share our products with people in those countries as customers, not as business, but as customers. And that's where it starts before they're able to move up into the top tiers and become distributors. We also have mainland China as part of the Global Customer Program now. We're actually going to be launching that fully the first week in December. Just starting it out now, and it is looking super, super exciting. So remember, I told you this is the first time I've ever done network marketing, and I knew that I would have to have a proven system in place that I could just plug into in order for me to be successful. I knew I needed to have a team that I could plug into and follow what they were doing, kind of like follow the leader, like we did in elementary school. I can do what I can see, right? And so I knew that I needed to have that proven system in place. And I'm sure I'm not the only one that has ever had dreams of having a laptop lifestyle, being able to work from anywhere. I mean, you guys have all seen it on Facebook, pictures of, oh, my office today is here at the beach, as they show you their toes in the sand and the water behind it, right? Well, we've taken it a step further than that. It's not laptop lifestyle anymore. It's cell phone lifestyle now. It's anywhere that you can have cell phone service or Wi-Fi that you can use your phone on, and you can build your LifeVantage business from anywhere with our new LifeVantage app. This is actually an amazing tool that we've developed in-house at LifeVantage. So it has everything that we need to be able to plug in our prospects, share information, track it, and it's got artificial intelligence to where it can even tell us when it's been watched, so we know when to follow up. And there's a lot more stuff that's coming in too. We're super excited to be able to kind of latch into the social media aspect too. It gives you all kinds of great information for your customers and your prospects that you're going to be doing business with. And this is a free app for anybody that's a distributor with LifeVantage. So you also get to connect with that team I was talking about. You're in business for yourself, but you're never by yourself. And we have an amazing corporate leadership that knows how important training is, as well as the field leadership. So hand in hand, we provide systematic regional training and corporate trainings where every month you can get what you need to be successful in building your LifeVantage business. But it's all about you being able to take control on your terms. You're busy, but you've got the nooks and crannies, you've got the part-time status to be able to build an additional stream of income. So let's talk about network marketing. Many people don't believe that people make money in network marketing. And so we just want to look at some facts here. First of all, we're going to be talking about global billions of dollars. And we're going to start in year 2011. $158 billion was spent on products and services in the network marketing industry. In 2017, that jumped up to $189 billion. And on average, companies pay out 40% of every dollar to the people that are sharing the information. So when you think about 40% of $189 billion, That's a lot of money that is being made in this industry. And here at LifeVantage, we actually pay out much higher than that. But one of the things you really have to understand is the timing of an opportunity. But even more importantly than the timing of the company is the timing of the world and where trends are at and what people want and when they want it. So we have two different graphs here we're going to look at really quickly. The first one is going to be the red one. It's called a bell graph. And this is really just important for you to understand that there's certain time frames in an opportunity where more people are going to accept it and be willing to be part of it. Okay, and so you have to understand that you want to get involved in an opportunity before the masses here in the early majority and late majority, that's 68% of the populace. That's when people get involved with an opportunity. So when we're talking about LifeVantage, we're going to be looking at the purple one here. This one is the lifespan of a company. So right here where it says early, this is our logo. This is where we're at. You're like pre-pioneer. We only have about 75,000 distributors worldwide in all of those countries that we just got done looking at. And so as we move forward, right now we're about in this area, early adopters. If you're looking to get involved in a company, you really must jump on board before this asterisk. This is the convergence. This is where the momentum starts to happen for the company, because they're starting to move into that early majority factor there where 34% of the populace is going to be captured into the business. And if you get involved before that asterisk, that's where you get to participate in that momentum growth phase. That's where 80% of the company will grow and be built, and 80% of all commissions that will ever be paid in the history of that company will be paid out to people that get involved before that asterisk. That's why getting involved in timing and understanding, trends, what people want, and where the company is all so vitally important. So this is where you can get involved with LifeVantage with a fast track with a pack. So it's super low entry costs with amazing earning potential. And remember, this is on your terms. So it's in the nooks and crannies that you select out of your busy life. These are two packages that we talk about because they are the business builder packs. There's a couple other options of how you can get involved, but these are the two that if you want to build a business, you need to look at these because they have the proper behavior in training involved in these packages. So the gold pack here, you see it says gold master pack. The reason why it says master pack is because there's two gold packs. You either get to choose right now between the physique smart weight management system or the true science skincare regimen. Because for $650 to start a business, you just cannot get all of our products with that too. But you do get well over $500 in value in products with this package. On top of that, you also get the app for free. You get two websites, one for sharing the information and one for tracking your business, as well as an all access event pass to the next corporate event, which we are right now looking forward to South Carolina in February for our next Elite Academy. So that is the gold pack, $650 plus tax. Shipping is free on both of these packages. The platinum pack, guys, this is the business builder pack. This is the pack where you are going to get some of all of our products so that you can start your experience in building your belief in using these products. You must be a product of the product to have full integrity in sharing the information. So for $1,250 plus tax, you get some of all of our products, and some of it you get multiples so that you can have a rotational business building tool. When you enroll someone, you share the product with them, and when they get their package, they give it back to you. That's the rotational aspect of it. With this, you also get everything that I spoke about before, plus you get an additional ticket to the next corporate event. So you get 2 tickets to the next corporate event. So you can either bring a spouse, a business partner, a prospect, or you can use those 2 tickets for 2 events in a row for you to be able to get to those events to learn what you need to know to be a professional network marketer. On top of everything that you get with both of these packages, you also get the additional assets that are on the right-hand side of this page. That corporate staff that I was talking about. Such phenomenal leadership. They have the vision like nothing I've seen before. How about the production of all the products? Quality control. Ours is the highest in the industry. Shipping, It's so nice not to have to make home deliveries, customer service, website, and IT. So people to keep our website looking beautiful and functional for us at all times. Advertising, marketing, legal and compliance, and accounting. Those are the people that send us our paychecks. Love the accounting department. And then our events and promotions are all assets that come along with the packages, which, by the way, guys, when we're talking about an asset, that's what you're building here with this business, because it is a leveraged income that you can will down for generations. So how do you make money now that you've gotten involved? Well, as you've been looking at this opportunity, most people start to think about, okay, this product would be great for this person, or this product would be great for that person, or oh my gosh, this last person I was talking to has been looking forward to taking a vacation with her family for years, but has never been able to come up with the money to save to go anywhere, right? So these are your networks of people for either consumers or customers and business partners or distributors. So we make money weekly and monthly. The weekly pay bonuses start with the Smart Start bonus, and this is on anyone that you share this information with that orders, whether as a customer or as a distributor. On their first product order, you get 30 to 40% of that first order paid to you the very next week. And then there's launch bonuses that help promote your desire and your ability to go out and help train and teach your direct enrollments so that you have some, some profitability to be able to pay for going and helping to provide services to the people that are building a business with you. Helps you grow your team. And it helps everybody to become profitable right away. And then our monthly bonuses, we have that royalty or the leveraged commissions that we'll talk about here in just a second. We also have our generational match bonus. That this is one of my favorite, because this is where, again, LifeVantage starts to really show its true colors. Our culture, it's all about team, and then it's all about family. When we're talking about the match bonus, this helps to create a really solid team of people around you that are actually incentivized to help you be successful in growing your LifeVantage business. So technically, you have 5 people above you that are interested in you being successful, because they are going to get a matching bonus off of what you make in a month. If you don't make anything, they don't get paid. And then on the other side of that, you have 5 levels down below you that you're going to have the desire to go out and teach and train and help them to be successful, because anybody you personally enroll, you get 10% matched to you by the company. Anybody they enroll 5%, they enroll 5%, they enroll 5%, and they enroll 5% for 5 levels down for 30% total generational matching. And then going into the full family aspect, LifeVantage has created this elite pool where there's 4% global revenue sharing. You can see it at the bottom right of the screen. They take 4% of global revenue every single month and put it into this pie. They cut it into 4 pieces, and the top 4 levels of the distributorship rankings get to share in 1%. The top 3 levels share in the next percent. The top 2 levels share a percent, and the top level gets a percent all to themselves. The beautiful thing about this is you can get involved right now, race your way to the top, because it's a better opportunity now than it was when we got involved. More tools, more products, better leadership, everything. And you get the same share that any of us that are getting on this elite bonus pool. So let's help you get there right away. And then on top of that, there's all kinds of rank bonuses, including the My Life Venture program. You hit one of the top rankings there. You maintain it for the qualification period, and you get to tell LifeVantage which of 9 gifts that are all valued at $25,000 each you would like for building your business.
Love it.
It's crazy. So the number 1 that's chosen is the Jeep, like you see the Jeep there. And then the number 2 choice is the $25,000 check. So like I said, there's 9 different options that you can choose from. And this is the proof in the pudding. How far can you really take this? Remember, we are publicly traded, and so this information you can go and verify yourself online, okay? So on the left-hand side, this is paid ranking. Basically, what this means is as you share this information with people, and they either join you as customers or business partners, however much product is flowing through your business every single month is considered volume. The more volume you have, your rank increases. As your rank increases, your check increases. And one of the things that also makes LifeVantage's compensation plan be a standout is it is for the middle class. When it was developed, they wanted to make it be, something that the middle class could really take advantage of and solve a lot of problems that they need solutions to right now. And so when you look at the second one from the right here where it says total annual payout, you can look at Pro 2. down through Pro 6, and you can see that the majority of all of the money that's paid out on a yearly basis goes into that middle rankings or the middle class. So when you think about people saying only the people at the top make money, in our compensation plan and in this opportunity, it's not the truth. We all do. It depends on how much work you want to do. So let's look at the monthly average here. So Pro 3 has 5,000 in group volume going through their business on a monthly basis, and they are making on average $580 in leveraged income into their household every single month. I know you can think of at least 5 people just like that could use that extra $580. How about Premier Pro 5? 20,000 in group volume going through your business every single month, and now you're making on average $2,500 every single month. What could that do in your life or in people you care about, their households? And then right here, this elite rankings, this is where the top 4 levels start. This is where that elite bonus starts. This is where you start qualifying for the LifeVantage program. And it is also where you have built a team where you are on a monthly basis having 100,000 in group volume going through your business every single month. And on average, you are making over $11,000 per month leveraged income. This is where people start really having some big choices. They are able to decide if what they're doing is what they really love to be doing, or if they want to maybe not do it anymore, right, and just do this full time, because we have a lot of fun, guys, and we're helping so many people change their lives. So this is a really significant level in this opportunity. Dondee and I are currently at the Elite Pro 9 rank. We're not happy. We're not done because we have not helped enough people. We have a lofty goal of helping at least 100 families get to that elite ranking, and we're not even close yet. So we've got a lot of work to do. But the thing is that's the beautiful thing about our compensation plan, is the more people we help, we'll automatically get what we want. And here at Master Pro 10, you've got $1 million in group volume going through your business every single month, and on average, you're making just under $100,000 of leveraged income every single month. So take a look there. Where would you like to be? And then just make a decision that, hey, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get there, and know that you've got a team of support to help you do it. Right. So let's talk really quick about the Lifeline options, because I know that we're really running on time here. Sorry, guys, it's Thanksgiving, so I guess we got a little bit long in our speaking. So Lifeline options, this is really that dash between the year you were born and the year that you die, okay? So with the traditional plan, this is what we were all pretty much taught, that the first 20 years, you're going to be born, you're going to grow, you're going to go to school, get good grades so that you can go to college and get good grades, and then get a career or a job working for somebody else, right? You're going to work while you earn money to survive for 40 to 50 hours every single week for a minimum of 40 to 50 years. And I say minimum because they keep changing that retirement age on us. It used to be 65, but now it's 73. And do you know life expectancy is only 77 years old? 73, 77. That's 4 years, guys, you would have left to live your life if you're able to retire, which 95% of people are not able to. And so they have to go looking for those part-time jobs that have something to do with generally, do you want fries with that? Or welcome to Walmart. And that is not what I want. And I'm sure that that's not what any of you want either. So now with this information that we've shared with you, we want to offer you an additional Lifeline option, one with LifeVantage in your life. It's just going to take one more decision on your part. And it needs to be happening right now. You're going to make a decision on whether or not this is the option for you. So the first 20 are pretty much the same, or in my case, 47 years, right? I started this when I was 40, so the first 40 years of my life, I was on that traditional plan. But the thing is that once you get to that point to where you've got your education and you're gonna get a job, you still have to pay your bills. How about making the decision with spending 5 to 10 years working an additional side hustle with LifeVantage in your nooks and crannies, working with a team, building a leveraged income, so that at the end of that 10 years, you have that choice. You have that choice because while you're working this business, that 5 to 10 years, it's different because you're actually earning while you're learning. You don't have to know it all before you get started. That's where the team comes in. And then after that, if I got started today at 57, right? So 10 years from now, I'm 47, 10 years, 57, I would have the choice on how I'm going to live the rest of my life, with whom, doing what, no matter what it costs at any time. And then I would be how many years ahead? I mean, seriously, that's 16 years more time that I would have living my life if I was getting started now. If you're younger than me, think about that. We have some 18-year-olds that just got started in this business. They have that choice, and now so do you. Plus, this is such a vital lesson for everyone. You must know that you cannot depend on a single income to survive. I wish I would have known that when I had my car accident. Things would have been a lot easier. And you also have to understand that you must make an investment of your time and energy in order to build those additional streams of income, because it does take effort, energy, and work. But you can do it with a company that does this. We give back. We know that it is important for us to work with the individual in order to make the world a better place. And we believe that we can do that with our LifeVantage legacy. So these are just some of the different organizations that we've partnered with over the last 9 years, making a difference around the world. Currently, we are partnered with Families Helping Families. This is where we raise money at all of our corporate events to build homes for people in Mexico that have nothing. They live in boxes pretty much. Not only do we raise the money for this, but we also go down at the end of the year and we build homes. I believe we've built 15 homes so far, and we've raised money this year for 5 more that will be built at the end of the year. So why not become something even bigger than you, anything bigger than you could even imagine? And you can do it with LifeVantage while you're building a legacy and an asset for your family. So guys, we are so thankful that you took the time tonight to spend with us. Please forgive us for the length of this, presentation, but please get back to the person that invited you here tonight. Let them know on a scale of 1 to 10 where you stand. If you're an 8, 9, or 10, awesome. Let's get you started, because remember, this is an earn while you learn aspect, and we want to start helping you build your asset today. If you are a 5, 6, or 7, just let the person know that invited you here what you need to see or hear in order to move forward in this opportunity, so we can help get you started. And if you're less than that, or you don't see yourself becoming part of this opportunity, you know what? That's okay. This is not for everybody, but if you've thought of anyone, please pass their information along to the person that invited you here, because they deserve to learn about this. Plus, guys, just a little heads up, there's some amazing deals coming up this week for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and we even have some kicking off tomorrow. So if you're interested in getting that hair care early, make sure that you get with the person that invited you here onto this opportunity presentation. Let them know, hey, I want the hair care, because it will go fast and it's a first come, first served basis. So thanks, guys. We appreciate you. Have a great night.
Happy Thanksgiving.